Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of our Fundamentals of College Writing class, 0199. This is a video in which I talk about what we're going to do in week 2 of our class. So our week 2 overview here. This week you'll do some warm-up writing for your narrative collage in English 1100, but you're going to do it in the genre of a poem. You're going to write I am from poems that bring together various threads of your identity into a creative art form. And if you've never really written a poem before, you never read much poetry, don't worry, it's pretty straightforward. I am from poems are a little bit like Mad Libs. I'm sure you've heard or done those before, in that the writer already has kind of a completed structure. You're going to be sort of using a template, and you're just going to fill in the details. We are doing this. This activity kind of goes along with some of the pre-writing that you're doing in Comp 1, except this is taking a more kind of artistic approach to it. Hopefully by writing this poem, you will have some ideas about things you could write about in writing Project 1. So let's go ahead and kind of work our way through the various things we have to do here. Task 2.1, I'd like you to listen to some sample poems. I have 3 videos here of I am from poems. Watching these will give you a sense of what I'm looking for your poem. Next, you're going to take a look at some written examples of I am from poems. You'll see 2 of them here below. These will be very similar in both how they look and how they sound to what you are going to be creating. So make sure you read those examples. And then task 2.3, you're going to get started on your own poem. And I have some advice here for you. Sit down with a piece of paper and a pen. Perform a free write in which you make lists for some of the following 17 categories. You're not turning in your responses. This is just a warm-up exercise that will help you fill out the I am from template in your next task. Complete as many of the categories as you need before you feel you are ready to start writing your poem. So I have 17 different categories here. You can do some free writing on, some lists, and that will give you some ideas of things you can write about, not only in Comp 1, but then also for your poem that you will be posting to the discussion board this week, which is our last page here. So this is the instructions for your discussion board posts. Remember, you have a discussion board post every Thursday night by 11:59. Taking the template below as your guide, write an I am from poem using the details you brainstormed in the previous task. Your poem does not have to follow the template instructions exactly. The template's just kind of there as a guide. It's a model that you can replicate or revise as you need to. The examples in the tasks above all take inspiration from this template, yet they uniquely belong to the poet that wrote them. And make sure there's not a lot of requirements here. Just make sure that your poem is at least 15 lines long. Then I have the instructions here on how to make your post. And then the rest of this page is just the I am from template. And again, you can follow this template if you like. You can make alterations to it if you need to. As long as it kind of follows this structure, you should be good to go. And that is what we're doing in fundamentals this week. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know.